and Corey drove out here from Colorado. Now we met them halfway, so we're in Twin Falls, and Paul and Corey are picking this car up for Alex. Now they're loading it up, they're gonna head back today, and so it's pretty weird. Car's going down the road. Someone else.
What do you think, Brian?
It's an empty trailer. Yep, it's a little weird. But the good news is we are now going to Jackpot, Nevada to film and watch a desert race. I haven't done it since I was 14 years old. So without a car, just spectating. So pretty excited for that.
Yep, we're going to the Bonneville Off Road Racing Jackpot 200. So we're gonna take you guys along.
We're taking you. One more drive-by. Okay, so it's race morning. Welcome back. Pretty awesome. Everybody's getting warmed up out here. So Rich right now is warming up his rear end, the transmission, everything. That's what a lot of guys do. It's what we do too. So okay, so here sounds like Diamond J's coming. So this is the first on the course. Okay, so that was the Simcoe truck, and they started second. They're still second on course. Diamond J definitely made a few, maybe a minute, 30 seconds on them. But so early in the race, that doesn't really matter at this point. So everybody's kind of getting spread out here and just kind of figuring out their own groove. They're probably at the point where they're calming down and kind of getting back into their own race, hopefully. So again, that's third on course, third start, third on course. They're still all in the same starting position they're in. You can see Joe's having to fight some dust there already. That Simcoe truck came through here, even though he's 40 seconds ahead, he's in his dust already. So there's gonna be that. We don't have any wind yet. We need it to get a little windier. It just makes the racing a little safer, a little easier to get up and do passes, so a little more competitive. Okay, so with those two UTVs already passing, we've had a couple things happen already. We had a class 10, the interstate battery car, something happened there, and then also Rich in that real nice class 8. So I'm not sure what happened. Hopefully flats or something like that they can get repaired and get moving here again. So. That's a really good perspective of just how difficult it is to see in that dust. So he's not able to go as fast as he would be able to go because he's having to check up. But like we said before, it's super early in the race. All right, guys, that's great news. Rich is back on the road. Don't know what happened. He's running hard out through the desert right now. He's gonna be reeling some people back in. Okay, guys, I'm really excited. So both Rich and that 10 car, who both lost a lot of time there, are both back on the road. So don't know what happened to either of them, but it's good to have the buggies back running. So that's awesome. We got more vehicles in the race and just pretty cool. I'm starting to see some dust out this backside, which means Diamond J is probably starting to come back into this last part. So we're standing right here. On this side is the start of the race, and on this side is coming back in, and there's Diamond J right there. Oh yeah, Diamond J's, they're smoking it. So now this is a timed event. So all these cars started, and we started 30 seconds apart. So what's really cool about that is all the race cars get to get spread out. And so we're not fighting the dust as much, but it makes it to where this is a timed event. So somebody can finish a long ways behind someone else, but if they started a long ways behind someone else, then they're racing that clock, that time. So you do not have to finish in front of a car in order to win. You can still be 5 minutes behind. Well, if you started 6 minutes behind and you only finished 5 minutes behind, then you're still the winner of the race. Guys, being out here and filming this and just being out here is awesome. If you've ever wanted to go watch a desert race, Vora, Boar, this is a great race to go to. You can come to pits and talk to somebody and figure out where to sit, get your lawn chairs, stay a couple 100 feet off the course and watch this. It's awesome, and all of you can come do it. And you can buy a UTV and you can come race, or you can volunteer and help a team. There are countless opportunities to work at checkpoints, to help out in this, and it's an awesome event. If you're interested, please take the time to just stop by, to call one of these promoters, and to volunteer. We need your help. The desert racing needs your help, and it's one of the best experiences ever. So get out here. Okay, so we can hear Diamond J coming. Here they come right now. Okay, so Diamond J is first on the course still, and they're flying. Okay, right now we have the Simcoe truck coming up. Now, this is the two boys racing it today, at least starting the race. So they're keeping up pretty good here. The Diamond J made a little bit of time on them, but it's early in the race. So they're keeping the truck together, they're driving smart, and it's fun to watch them. Here they come right now. Okay, so I think we can hear Joe Scott and his wife Noelle coming up, and what could be his last race. So hopefully his race car doesn't sell, so he's here in August too. So, but this should be them coming up right now. Okay, so he's the first UTV on course. He's flying, he's driving really smart in the early part of this race. Just fast and smart. So he's definitely making some time up on everybody right now, except for maybe Diamond J. Okay, so we have Diamond J on his second lap now. He's flying. Oh, here's Rich. Yeah, Rich is reeling some people in. He's running good again from whatever happened earlier, so that's awesome. Okay, so we hear the Simcoe truck coming up. They're a few minutes behind Diamond J, but they're still keeping this a tight race. All right, so James is fourth on course now. On corrected time, he's probably closer than that because he had to pass quite a few people. So he's flying, looking really good, looking really smooth through there. So fun to watch him. He's having a great day so far. Okay, so that was the end of, this is getting close to the end of the second lap for Diamond J. That was awesome. Blew the GoPro off the side of the car right there. He's flying, he's flat flying. So this is so much fun to watch. Okay, so the Jeep that came through, that's the first time we've seen it. I'm thinking the Jeep must have done a rear start. Okay, so just like Diamond J, that was Simcoe's. They're about done with their second lap. Okay, so this is Diamond J, started their third lap. Okay, so it was really hard to tell there, but I'm gonna guess because their hood latch is flapping open there, that they had a flat tire between pits and here. It's hard to tell, they're going fast, but that's my guess. So so Simcoe should be a little bit closer to them along with Joe and James. So they're gonna bring this race a little bit closer. So I barely caught him there, but that was the end of the second lap for Rich in the big Class 8. He's moving good, and whatever happened earlier, it doesn't seem to be affecting him too much anymore. Okay, so James made up a bunch of time there. It looks like both Joe and James got around Simcoe. So hopefully they were just pitting, changing drivers, adding fuel, doing something like that, and that's where they got around him in the pit, and hopefully nothing happened. But James has definitely made some time on Joe. So James is flying. Interstate battery car, Class 10, they're moving better. They had that slow start, they had something happen, but right through there they were moving good. That car sounds better, looks better, I don't know. They're moving good and gonna make a race out of this yet. Okay, so I'm running. There's a pass happening right here, if I can catch it. See, he's on the horn right there. Car in front doesn't see him yet. Gonna give him a little bump, it looks like. Oh, awesome. Little bump. Oh boy. All right, he got around him. Man, I hope that comes out on video. That was pretty cool. Oh, so all things ATV, that UTV has been running hard all day, and they have to be sitting in 5th or 6th on course right now. They're flying. So got somebody else coming right here. This is the Yamaha.
Yeah, this Yamaha's been scooting out too. He's been running a clean race.
And he has been right behind all things UTV all day. So those two, they're running the same lap times, and they're just kind of slowly working their way forward. So we weren't expecting this. Diamond J is flying. I wanted to be back to the pits and watch them obviously pit, add fuel, and obviously get a new tire now, but we're not gonna make it. They were too quick for us. So when he went by, I was correct. He had a flat between the first section and the pits. So he had to run the rest of this course with no spare. So it's probably gonna be one of his slower lap times and being real cautious to not get that flat, that second flat out here. So he's almost back to pits, and I bet you he's gonna make up for some time that he lost on this lap. What we did learn is the Simcoe truck, we must have missed it when it went by. So they're broke down about 15 miles out, and they're bringing a distributor to it. So hopefully they get back and running. That's our hope with them, because they were running just such a good, clean race. Found out that Rich in the big Class 8, he had 2 flat tires in that first 15 miles. So that's where that's where Rich was running a little bit behind. So, man, this is just a great race, awesome to watch, and hopefully we get some pit action for you. And there goes Joe. I think they're 3rd on course at this point, and I think that they just had a driver change. Go, go, go. We'll check for traffic. You're pretty clear, hammer down, pretty clear, hammer down. That car number is 10095.
Check the what? Good. Yep, it's got a new belt.
Bye, Mike.
Okay, so Rich is pulling into the pits now. He's doing a driver change, fuel. We just learned, unfortunately, that Diamond J has lost a motor, so they seized up. They're done. They're going to get towed back in here in a second. Interstate Battery, the other 10 car, they're also going to call it a day. They had a whole bunch of flats, and then they had some fuel pump issues.
They actually figured out the fuel pump issue. It was a fuel pressure regulator.
Okay.
Yeah, so they figured that out, which was really good. They got it working right. Then there's something going on with the muffler, they said, which is it's causing them. It's like you said, it's weird. So they don't know if something loose inside, it's blocking the power. But
and just kind of like when I talked about when it drove by, it didn't sound right one time, and then the next time it sounded great. They're loading up on maybe one of the coolest UTV haulers I've ever seen in my life. Okay, so it looks like Clayton just ran by in the Class 10. He swapped drivers with Joe in the blue Class 10. So they're through. Simcoe is going to be a lap down after their work on the distributor. They're off and moving again. And the James and the UTV Pro, first on time at this point. He is flying. He was going to pit this lap, but it looks like he got stuck almost a whole lap behind somebody. He must have decided he had enough fuel to run a whole nother lap. So he's going to be pitting on the 5th lap. The end of the 5th lap, I guess, the beginning of the 6th lap. So he's got a pretty big fuel cell. Okay, so Simcoe's in for their last pit stop. They had a little bit of downtime due to a distributor, but it looks like well, maybe not a routine pit stop at this point. The hood's off, so we'll see what they have going on. So the blue 10 car looks like it's on its last lap. It just came through the pits and they are moving fast. That's first on course right there leaving. Sorry, second on course, but first on time, corrected time. So he's having a heck of a race, had his last pit, and that's his last lap too. So he's gonna be trying to get catch that blue 10 car, but doesn't actually have to pass him to win. Okay, so you saw in that pit stop how they were shaking the tires, looking at everything, checking the axles, checking the CVs, and then also just for safety they had that cone on the hood. So the car doesn't move until that cone's gone. Some teams have a person that stands out front, and some people put the cone on front. Cone on fronts are both great ideas, but just keeping everybody safe to where the driver doesn't get impatient and get to driving before that thing's ready. So unofficially, we're thinking second place finish in the sportsman class? Maybe third? Okay. So it sounds like they were physically first on course until the last 5 miles. They got a flat.
2 minutes. It was so cool. It was the coolest pass ever. So cool. Made my eyes water and everything. Yeah! I was like, she sounds really bummed. Are you okay?
Well, I know, but I'm just curious.
So that UTV was first place, first overall. He moved his way up through everybody. He is first on course, first on time, first overall. He had a heck of a run. So that's Clayton driving, and they just finished first in the buggy truck division and second overall. They put together a heck of a race. Sounds like they had one flat. They had their driver change and all that, but they ran a really clean, smooth race. Super fun to watch them right up front, and just racing a great race all day.
Amber, stand over closer to them.
You finished though? And you most likely won.
Is my hair messed up?
Is my hair
That's
messed
okay.
up? Yes.
We don't care about that.
All things UTV finished. They had a heck of a race today, so just ran smooth and fast. So pretty fun watching those guys. Great job, guys.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh yeah, I almost rolled the truck. I thought it was totally.
I was like, I feel like I'm a flat, but like, I'm like, I think it's just a little flat. You can let me stay in.
Where'd we end up, guys?
We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know yet.
The finish line, we ended up there.
Hey, that's the only thing that really matters.
We didn't get out of the car the whole time.
Nice job, man. Nice.
The doors were closed from beginning to end.
Awesome, man.
The only thing
We just watched Simcoe finish up. Boys did a great job. Their first race together without their dad in the car. Pretty cool. They ran hard. I wish we had a GoPro of their last lap. It sounds like it would have been a lot of fun to watch. Man, the UTVs, they did great. Just an awesome day of racing. Alan putting all this on, all the volunteers to come out here with board and help. It's just amazing. They just do a great job, and none of this can happen without just a ton of volunteer effort. So can't thank the volunteers enough for allowing us to do our sport. Been a great day. Thanks for watching.